Welcome back, everybody. Now we're here for night 2 of SummerSlam predictions. Once again, I am here with Final Flash and Little J, and I, R.A., still your reigning, defending predictions champion, is going to tackle night 2 of SummerSlam. So let's hit that intro and get into it.
Let me break it all down for you. I ain't never giving up, I ain't never giving up. Taking that crown from you.
All right, starting off, we're going to go with the number 1 contenders match. Sami Zayn and Finn Balor. Little J, who do you got and why?
I'm going to go with Finn.
Going to go Finn for what reason?
It's going to be because of Sami, actually. He's been complaining since he lost the title by Punk randomly showing. I can see him eventually. It's going to lead up to another rematch, I feel like, for Finn somehow, where he's going to attack him after the match after Finn wins. And he's going to be standing tall like the crybaby he is.
All right. I am also going to go Finn because he made a good point on one of his things. This is pretty much the 10-year anniversary of when he won the Universal title, and he never really got close again to this. I mean, he's had 1 or 2 actual title matches, but he's never came to that. So it'd be a nice full circle moment for him to win this number 1 contendership at 10 years later at a SummerSlam. So I'm going to go Finn. Final Flash, who do you got and why?
I am also going Finn.
Finn?
For the fact is, I really want to see Sami Zayn lose his stuff. He continue smacking these water bottles like he has been. And yeah, like I'm ready to see Sami Zayn full-blown heel.
Next up, for the women's interim world title, the ladder match, which is worth 5 points. The current participants at this time are Tiffany Stratton, Jade Cargill, Charlotte, Chelsea Green, and someone we don't know. It's either going to be Julia or Last Legend. So who do you got and why?
I'm going with Chelsea.
Chelsea? Okay, for what reason?
I think it's about time for her to move up in main event status. She's been putting in her time and hasn't really complained or anything about it. And she does a good job where she's at, and I think it's time for her to move forward.
All right, Little J, who do you got and why?
It'd be pretty cool to see Chelsea Green winning, but I'm thinking further ahead. I'm going to go with Charlotte.
Charlotte? For what reason?
It's going to lead up to when Rhea eventually comes back. I feel like it's going to have another match for Flair against Rhea. I don't see them having Tiffany or Jade going against Flair against Rhea eventually again, because I feel like it would be too soon. So Flair would kind of change it up, and she'll have her 15th world champion.
I am still a little torn for this, so I'm going to start talking and kind of figure it out because I have to look ahead too, and I don't think we're going to do Charlotte and Rhea again. Jade and Rhea maybe again because that seems like something they might have been going to, but we've kind of done that enough this year. So that leaves us with Chelsea. That leaves us with Tiffany, who's the hometown girl, but Tiffany has the United States title, and I don't think they want to make her a double champion. So I don't think that, and I'm thinking they're saving the hometown win for somebody else. So that leaves Chelsea or Julia or Lash. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb with this, and I'm going to say it's going to be Lash because I think we're going to get Lash and Rhea because I think it needs to be a heel, and the only heels are Jade, and if Lash wins, Lash. I could totally be wrong. She could end up losing on Friday, and we could have Julia in there, which I would be over the moon if it's Julia. But I think we need a heel win, and there's only one true heel right now in this match, unless Chelsea just turns on Tiffany halfway through it, and kind of like maybe a get back on that Money in the Bank from a couple years ago. which now I'm saying that I might change it to Chelsea. And yeah, that's what I think I'm gonna do. I think we're gonna go Chelsea instead because that makes some good long term story right there. Chelsea's gonna kind of turn on Tiffany halfway through the match. Not through the match. At the end of the match, they're going to be up on the ladder. They're going to be fighting for it, and Chelsea's going to this time knock Tiffany down and take the title like Tiffany did to Chelsea at Money in the Bank 2 years ago. So yeah, I like that. That's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to go Chelsea. All right, next up, we've got Human Money's on a Pole match with Dominic Mysterio and Danhausen. Lil J, who do you got and why?
I'm going with Danhausen.
Danhausen? For what reason?
The match was built for him. Money's on human money's on a pole match. It's a Danhausen gimmick match. Ain't no way he's losing.
I'll go next. And I'm going to go Danhausen also, just because I'm going to go with the go home math. Judgment Day technically stood tall at the end of this, so I'm going to say they lose this match. Yeah, Dom loses this match because if JD guys get involved, Joe Hendry's probably going to get involved, and it's going to even it out, and the Judgment Day still cursed. So I'm going to go Danhausen. Final Flash, who do you got and why?
I am going to Danhausen as well.
Danhausen for what reason?
Judgment Day is still cursed. And it's a gimmick match suited for Danhausen because he's very evil, very nice.
Very evil, very nice. Yes. Next up for the United States Championship. If you don't know, you know. Now you know it's going to be Trick Williams versus a returning Baron Corbin. I'll go first. And I'm going to say Trick Willie's got this. I like that they brought Corbin back. I like me some Baron Corbin, but I don't like him going over Trick on this one. It's just too soon. I think Trick's too over. They're making too much money off of this. Got to keep Trick going. Final Flash, who do you got and why?
This is a kind of a hard one too for me. Because I can see Baron Corbin with his new attitude, the way he is now, that he can definitely beat Trick Williams. But at the same time, Trick is still hot with the crowd. He's over with the crowd. The fans love everything. But I am gonna go Trick Williams, I guess, on this one. That was hard.
All right, Little J, who do you got and why?
This also is a tough decision, like how Finals was saying. I could see how Corbin could win right off the bat, but I'm gonna go with Trick.
Trick for pretty much the same reasons Flash was saying.
Trick's selling merchandise. He just introduced his custom fur title.
Furby. It's a Furby title.
Furby?
Furby. You don't know what Furby is?
Okay. No, I know what a Furby is.
Okay.
Not that young. But I feel like once you introduce like a title like that, you're not just gonna have that person change it right away. So quick.
Next up for the Intercontinental Championship, we've got Penta defending against hometown boy Chad Gable. Little J, who do you got and why?
I'm going Gable on this one.
Gable? For what reason?
Ever since his return back from injury, he's been doing great work with that whole El Grande Americano storyline. He's still doing great work, and I feel like it's time to reward that with him winning this title. I know it's going to be a great match no matter what.
Final Flash, who do you got and why?
I am also going with Chad Gable.
Okay, for what reason?
He did what he said he was going to do. He's going to win the Intercontinental title.
All right. I am also going Chad Gable mainly because if Tiffany's not going to win the world title, which I don't believe is going to happen, they want to have one of these two hometown people they are very much pushing win something. And Penta's had that title for a good hot minute. I think it's time for him to drop it, maybe move up, maybe finally get into that tag team with his brother, something. It's time for him to move on from this. So I think putting it on Chad is the smart move here. I think Chad Gable wins it. He finally gets his singles title and lets the crowd pop. And finally, for the World Heavyweight Championship, we have the OTC, the champion, Roman Reigns, versus Seth freaking Rollins. Lil J, who do you got and why?
I'm gonna go with Roman.
Roman, for what reason?
He's been the more dominant. I feel like in the promos, everything that's been happening. So I just don't see Seth getting the title.
Flash, who do you got and why?
I am also going with Roman.
Roman, for what reason?
It's about time Roman Reigns beat Seth Rollins.
I am also going to go with Roman for main reason that they've played so much on Roman's never really beat Seth. So this will be the time to do so. Also, if you look at it, this whole bloodline thing's really weird because Roman's playing face. The Usos and Fatu are playing heel. Something's got to line up. And I think maybe Roman turns heel here again. And to kind of line up with what the bloodline's doing. So I've got to go with Roman on this, even though I don't know, it just don't seem like it. But he also, Seth was the stand tall on the go home. So using that math, which I've used a few times, that would say Roman. So I'm just going to have to go Roman with it. That's it. That's night 2 of SummerSlam. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, drop a comment down below. What are some of your picks? Thanks for watching, and we will see you again.
Watch out, 'cause I'm here now and I'm staying.